The business case I'm about to build closed a 100K deal, and it took me 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Watch every single click. So it was Thursday, about 4:47 p.m. Just got off the call with, let's say, Jennifer. She's the CRO at a 500-person SaaS company. She said the following: I need to see hard numbers or this dies in committee. Most reps would spend all weekend building a deck. I'm going to build something better before she gets to her car. All right, so here we've opened distribute. I'm going to start with nothing, a blank page, and Jennifer is probably still in the elevator listening to that beautiful elevator music. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go, let's create with AI. Let's say Jennifer works at Liquid Death, because I can't actually tell you where Jennifer works or she would absolutely kill me. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to say we want to create a business case, okay? I'm going to hit next here. Now we can use our call recordings as context, but really what we're going to start with is just input information about the call, feeding the intelligence engine. And y'all, this business case framework that we've done has closed millions of deals over a period of 10 plus years. So now what I'm going to do is tell the AI exactly what happened on our call. Again, we could select the call, but I don't want to do that and share too much of actual call stuff. So we'll say Jennifer is the CRO at Liquid Death, 500 employees. Let's give it some more context. They are bleeding 2.3 million annually on failed marketing campaigns. Let's see here. She needs board approval by end of Q4 of 2025. What else should we do here? Looking at my note, her exact words were, I can't go to another board meeting without proving ROI. And then what else does she do? She mentioned their competitor, let's call it Fuji Water. Fuji Water just saved 4 million with a similar solution. Cool. All right. Now what we're going to do is click next, generate an outline here. Now look at that. It pulled out the key pain points and created the structure for this business case, which is quite a bit here. We may or may not need all this. We can probably delete some of this stuff if we needed, but let's just hit generate page and watch what happens next. So we're going to create that personalized branded one pager, and it's going to go ahead and do all of the components of a key business case. Now, again, that was a big outline. We may not need all of this, but we're just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. This is amazing, y'all. It's doing an exec summary, the problem, the solution, key benefits, financial impact, cost savings potential, right? 40% reduction in content creation time, market position. And let's imagine we're selling them distribute, right? Of course, we're even including an implementation plan, which is absolutely crazy. The different phases, all this fun stuff. Now I want to make it irresistible that we've got our implementation plan, recommendations, ROI savings, operational metrics, all on a one pager. What we're going to do is add a visual showing month by month savings, hitting 100K by month 8. And so I'm going to actually go to 03 and say something like, I need to create an image. Let's see, what did we say we want to do? We want to show month by month savings hitting 100K by month. Below is context. So I'm going to actually just add the context here of the business case we just created so it can understand what we're going for. Here, boom, enter. Now 03 is great at creating images, so we'll just do this, give it the context. And when it comes to AI prompts, y'all, what do you need? What's the goal? And always give it context so that it knows what to create there. Now it told me how to create the image, but great. Create the image for me. And now it's preparing image generation. So now it's actually doing what I want. Sometimes it's a little wonky and doesn't get like, hey, I probably just said I need you to create me an image here in 03. Sometimes it doesn't get that it wants you to create the image, and that's okay. All right, now it created the image and this looks freaking beautiful. We can do it, even put our brand in there, or tried to put our brand, but we can just grab this, download it. And we're gonna come here and we're gonna add this image. Let's just add it to the financial impact, ROI, cost savings. We'll add it here to this section. I'm going to say /image, upload, download, and then we're going to add that image here into our one pager. So that is us doing an image. Soon we'll be able to do this and distribute here. But now what do we want to do here? The next thing we're going to do is ask Dante, and we're going to say, hey, Dante, include risk mitigation section. She mentioned being burned, let's see, by vendors before. Let's see here, and we'll hit enter. And then now Dante is going to do his thing and essentially add a risk mitigation section. Cool, and thank you, Dante. We've went ahead and added this risk mitigation, vendor vetting and due diligence, implementation safeguards, performance guarantees, and financial projection, exit strategy. Wow, this was a lot. We probably don't need that much. We could have said, hey, give us 3 bullet points, but let's just accept it all for now. If we wanted to make that shorter, we could probably say, hey, make that section shorter. But the idea here is that we're going to add trust building elements. All right. Next thing we're going to do is the 3 implementation options. Why? Because people sometimes want fast, faster, and fastest. Of course, those are going to be have different price points. So let's say, hey, create 3 implementation options: fast, faster, fastest. If we already have them on the page, update what we have and don't add anything new. Cool. Oh, and would you look at that? We've got some implementation options that Dante gave us. Option 1, fast. Yes. And again, y'all, this is using stuff from our site and stuff that we fed the workspace here in Distribute. So it's actual real stuff, right? And then we have option 2, right? Expanded pilot, and then fastest implementation 8 weeks, which is freaking amazing. So we'll take a look at that. We'll accept it all. And again, we're not making anything short here because we're just going through some examples. Now, the stuff that AI generated for this, there's like psychology built into it, right? Which is, hey, we can go fast, faster, fastest, give them the different options, which is going to be great when it comes to pricing and all that fun stuff built in, and that we've thought through implementing this particular customer. So next thing we're going to do is add a competitor comparison showing why waiting costs them $191,000 per month. Now, what the AI did here is add urgency without being pushy. So if we close Dante here, oh my gosh, cost of delay, right? Fuji water, liquid death, smart water, evaluating options, the cost of waiting. Here's why, competitive gap analysis. Look at how it thought about this. And y'all, once again, this is using AI to make this happen. Okay. So we won't go through everything here, but we're going to accept those changes. And now here's where most reps stop. I'm going to go deeper. And what we're going to do is basically prep Jennifer to be successful in sharing something like this business case, right? And I'm going to create a new tab, and we're just going to call this for Jennifer only. And this is going to give her, like, basically what we're going to do is ask Dante, and we're going to say, generate 5 likely objections from their board and our responses. Okay. And what this is going to do is has the AI anticipate and handle the different objections. Also, we'll add a testimonial from another CRO in SaaS. Cool. All right. Now AI is going to pull all the relevant social proof. I'll hit enter. And actually what we should do is say, be specific on the for Jennifer only tab. Cool. And we're just going to be specific there so it doesn't try and create it on the other one. All right. So here, board handling objection guide. This is another expensive tech tool that won't deliver ROI. How to handle that. Our team is already overwhelmed. We can't handle another platform rollout. Look at this, y'all. How do we know we won't like our previous failed vendor experiences? The timing isn't right. Look, there's so many here that are just great. And you can send these to Jennifer or your champion just to prep them, because you can probably guess that, again, the sale is going to be happening when you're not in the room, right? Most of the sale, I would say. So that's going to be great. And then I believe we asked for a testimonial, boom, customer success story based on our site, which is good. And then the AI even went here, and Dante is amazing, even gave boarding meeting script objections. So the AI pulled relevant social proof. It predicted what she will probably hear for getting another tool based on what's going on in the market. So we're going to accept those changes. Sure, we like it, and that's a lot there. And then what we're going to do is say, hey, create a 1-line email she can forward to her CEO with the Distribute business case link. Boom, done. All right, and here's that CEO template. Hi, CO name, we're losing this. Our competitor gained 4 million with AI sales tech. Here's how to distribute a business case showing how we can close this gap and have our ready for Q4 link with the distribute page. Amazing. I'm gonna accept that. Now Jennifer's gonna have everything she needs, but let's look at this actual business case we created. And so we're gonna do some last touches here. Let's optimize this for mobile so that it looks great on a mobile phone. Use our distribute components. Do this only on the liquid death revenue tab. And let's see what our friend Dante did here. Oh my God, executive summary, the challenge, the solution. Look, it just cleared this up so clean, y'all. Let's preview this from mobile real quick. Here's what it's gonna look like. Amazing. Oh, we didn't exit preview. Let's accept these changes real quick. And then let's go preview. And oh my gosh, let's see here. And now we have the preview, put everything, made it look super easy. Competitor analysis, risk, quote. Look at this, y'all. You can read this while on the walk, while in the elevator, while on your next flight, right? All that fun stuff. So there we go. That looks freaking amazing. And that is now done. So we sent this at 4:52 p.m. and here is what happened. We made this in just a few minutes. About 5:15, Jennifer opens her phone. At a 5:18 p.m., she forwards this to her CFO. This is what I was talking about. 5:45 p.m., CE forwards to VP of RevOps. Why aren't we doing this? And the next morning, we have a meeting request to accelerate this timeline. And that 100K deal has a better chance of closing. Because I gave her exactly what she needed to sell internally in their format that her brain wanted to consume it. Now, here's 3 psychological triggers that made this unstoppable. The mirror match. I used her words, her numbers, her timeline. Her brain recognizes its own thoughts and can't reject them. Second, the inevitable path, right? 3 options for implementation all lead to yes. Fast, faster, fastest. The question isn't if, but which. And then we had the fear flip, which is the competitor doing it plus the cost of waiting, which equals the fear of missing out overpowers the fear of making a mistake. FOMO, y'all. FOMO rules the world. And this isn't about features. It's about entering the conversation already in their head and guiding to a logical conclusion. So every business case that closes is going to follow this pattern. Now write this down. This is the checklist. Start with their pain in their own words, show the transformation visually, provide choices, not ultimatums, handle objections before they voice them, and make sharing effortless. Now, if you miss any element, deal dies. Include all 5, deal closes itself. So here's my challenge for you. Time your next business case creation. If it takes more than 5 minutes because you're not using AI, you're overthinking. The best business cases are built while the conversation is still hot, not after a weekend of wordsmithing a 55-page deck. All right? And look, you just watched me build a 100K business case in less time than it takes to microwave your lunch. All right. And the question is, how many more weekends you're going to spend building PowerPoints that don't convert? So go to distribute.so, upload your last business case, watch the AI transform it into something that actually helps you close deals. And every minute you spend formatting is a minute you are not moving the needle and getting deals done. So choose wisely. Distribute.so because your buyers are wanting clarity, not complexity.